Hey guys, this is the Reaper, and it's time once again for Reaper's Review. So today we're going to be reviewing Boruto episode 7, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. We start off the episode with Boruto trying to explain to Shikadai what exactly he's seeing from the villagers who are going on a rampage, letting us know that we are getting closer to finding answers about the mystery that has been going on in episode 1. And though the adults are now aware that something is going on, it seems at this juncture, Boruto and Shikadai are unwilling to cooperate with the adults for reasons. Meanwhile, Sarada, Chocho, and What's-Her-Name are enjoying a leisurely stroll, minding their own business, when suddenly What's-Her-Name senses someone is watching them, only to turn around and see that no one's there. As they attempt to go about their business, we get this haunting image, and this time all three girls realize that they're being followed. But once again, in classic horror film fashion, once you turn around, there's nothing to be seen. So this goes on for several days, and Chocho becomes convinced that she has the stalker, and even has most of her classmates believing this. On one particular day, they're actually able to catch the stalker in the act, and since Boruto and friends are nearby, they come to assist. The group tells the mystery boy to leave Chocho alone and ask him why he's being such a creep. So while Chocho is feeling herself, going on about her curse of irresistible charm, the stalker reveals that he actually wasn't there for Chocho. He was actually trying to get close to, what's her name?
僕が見てたのはすみれさんだ。僕はどうしてもすみれさんと同じ空気を吸っていたかったんだ。
Right, Subire. Still super creepy though. So once Chocho recovers from the shock, she encourages the stalker to go ahead and shoot his shot, with Subire saying that he'll never know unless he gives it a chance. This is actually a really cute scene. And yes, Reaper does have a heart. But ultimately, Subire rejects Magire, or Stalker Boy, and he runs off like an entitled little bitch. Witnessing the crash and burn with everybody else, Chocho tries to comfort Magire, telling him that even if he did fail today, it's better knowing that he tried, and this experience will help him learn for the next time he finds himself in this situation. Chocho is actually spitting bars here. If there's something that you really want, whether it's a job, a date, or anything in between, you've got to put your best foot forward and go for it. If you don't, you have no one to blame for your unhappiness but yourself. Likewise, the world doesn't owe you anything just because you gave your best effort. Just because you studied for the test doesn't mean your instructor owes you an A. Just because you submitted a resume doesn't mean the organization owes you a job. When you try and fail, the most productive and healthy response is to assess why things didn't go your way and plan how you can improve your chances of success next time. If your response is to run away and cry every time something doesn't go your way, then it's like Chocho said, you'll be a loser until you figure it out. So with the stalker situation handled, the group attempts to go back to normal life, but spooky things are still happening. Like this mysterious message that popped up on the chalkboard in the middle of ninja art class. Like, what is ninja art class? I mean, it's like regular art class, except with ninjas? You're missing the point, the message on the chalkboard, that's what we're focused on. Anyway, the others are convinced that it's the stalker dude, but even though things are apparently escalating, they decide not to tell anybody for some reason. The group reasons they should be fine as long as they stay with Subire at all times, which proves to be immediately inadequate as the group is quickly separated one by one until only Subire is left. The group scrambles to see what's going on, but when they hear Subire's scream coming from the roof, they all rush to her aid, only to find that it is indeed the stalker that is tormenting her. Only he's completely different from before. this guy is completely unhinged, and Boruto that he is now encloaked with that dark aura. They try reasoning with him, but clearly he's long gone, and he begins to attack the group using his disguise jutsu that makes him invisible. Boruto and Shikadai are having trouble fighting against such a tricky ability, and it's all they can do to defend themselves from kunai that seems to be coming from nowhere. Meanwhile, Chocho observes the whole scene while seemingly planning her next move, but instead of joining the fight, she actually begins scolding Magire, berating him for acting like a child. Magire tries to rebuttal and justify his actions, but Chocho's spitting hot fire, and soon, even in his deranged state, he's forced to admit that Chocho is right. Asking him, is this the type of person that he believes that Sugure would be impressed? Chocho's words are so impactful that it knocks the dark aura out of him, confirming, as we've once seen before, that the dark aura can be dispatched by non-violent means. Horrified by his behavior, Magire gives a sincere apology and promises not to bother Sugure again. Chocho gives Magire one final pep talk before inviting him to return to her when he becomes a better man, which is actually pretty funny. Magire ends up passing out from exhaustion, but since the group is all friends now, they take him to the nurse to recover, leaving Boruto and Shikadai to once again ponder the mystery of the rampages, what's causing it, and why only Boruto can see it. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. So, as for Reaper's verdict, this episode of Boruto is actually quite good. This episode was pretty good. This episode's
The color of this pen is the color of the pen that I hold in my hand is royal blue.
This episode is pretty good. Wow, Jesus, like something's in my throat. Yeah, so this is actually a pretty good standalone episode. We get a pretty interesting villain of the week. We get introduced to some new jutsu. We have some cute moments. We have jokes that land. We have some life lessons that are applicable even in real life. And we get this. This is foreshadowing done right. Make us do a double take. It's almost like the Boruto writers showed up for work today, and we weren't subjected to plot-convenient, malleable character traits. I think it's also important to note that Boruto kinda took a back seat during this episode. Now, I can't say for sure that that's why this episode seems better than the others so far, but I will say that as far as comparing Chocho reprimanding Magire to dispel the dark aura, it seemed a lot more genuine than how I have the world's best dad and everything in life comes easy for me, and that's why I know exactly how you feel, Denki. But who's to say? That's probably a discussion for another episode. But for now, I think it's time to bring this review to a close. My name is D Reaper, and I'm a YouTuber for fun. Today's challenge, no giving up. Good luck, and I'll see you guys in the next one.